I'm playing Diablo 3 today. This is PC version, Reaper of Souls. So I've decided that I'm going to do a speed run of Diablo 3. On Reaper of Souls, a lot of people have said that speed runs are kind of because of the fact that you level up with the game and all the equipment and everything you get levels up with you, all the drops and everything. It kind of trivializes speed running, but we are going to, and that's kind of true in a lot of ways, but at level, the main point of playing Diablo 3 now is getting to level 70 and then getting up, and so actually, so I've got one of my best characters here, a wizard on 10, so I'm just going to speed run it, not in any real competitive trying to get a best score sense, but basically trying to just complete it as fast as I can with this character, who is my wizard Vayna. I am a big fan of wizards in Diablo 3. They're my favorite class overall, and I like various varieties of things to do with them. I have cold wizards and lightning wizards and fire wizards, and this wizard who is using the Talrasha set, so she does a whole bunch of different abilities, 4 different elements with a few neat tricks and stuff. And since I'm speedrunning, I won't be able to really show off the equipment here now that I've started the game, but I'm going to just be blowing through here as fast as possible, ignoring loot except for any legendaries that drop I'll grab. But this is on Torment 10, the highest level difficulty, so this is basically as hard as the storyline can get, and I'm probably still a little bit overpowered for it, but it won't be a total cakewalk. And I'm going to try and get each section done in an hour. There's actually an achievement for doing so. I've done Act 1 under an hour, I think, but I haven't actually gone through the whole game, so I'm going to split it up, each act a different video, but I'm going to be running this as fast as possible, so here we go. If my game will ever finish loading. Here we go. Come on now. Biggest problem with running high-level computer games, of course, is that you have to deal with the hardware. This is actually a pretty old computer. Sometime in the semi-near future, I'm going to have to upgrade it. Naturally, I don't have these kinds of problems when I'm playing a emulated game. Here we go. By casting as many elements as possible, I can the main thing of Talrasha is that you want to cast many different elements at once, and each time you do a different element, it refreshes this stacking buff you get that increases the damage you do by 150% per stack. So if I'm alternating the different styles, I get up to 4 stacks, and I'm doing 600% more damage. In addition, I have focus and restraint rings, which cause me to do 50% more damage when I use primary attacks versus what I use mana versus an attack. So if I alternate between those, I gain another 100% damage. I have a couple of nifty things attached to my energy twister there. So then they make things interesting. I've still got one of those gems on me. Luckily I'm not picking up anything. There are a few other fun things I've been doing with this when I've been playing recently, which actually hasn't been a whole lot. I've been mostly playing my emulated SNES games ever since I decided to get into, because I've been watching so many speedruns and stuff. Those are the more entertaining games for me to watch speedrun. I'll go ahead and do all the bonus quests just for the heck of it. Otherwise I'm not going to kill everything because I don't need the loot, of course. As you can see, I've got a couple of gems like the Wreath of Lightning. I have the Templar for a couple of reasons. Partially because he can keep me healed. I have him with the relic that prevents him from being killed, so he can sit and tank for me. Yeah, only up to 64. As you can see, I have bracers that cause my energy vortex to suck enemies in, which is really useful for all these mass AoE abilities I have. Especially with one of the other, as you can see, all these meteors flying. Some of them are cast by my Meteor Rain rune version of that spell, but some of them are cast automatically by Talrasha's armor, which is one of the things that makes it so entertaining.
Adria was my mother. I'm told.
Actually, can't wait until this season. Jeez, if I can click on CELLAR. Season ends. There's a couple of abilities I'm really looking. A couple of new items and stuff they've dropped that I'm really looking forward to testing with the Talrasha armor. I haven't been able to get it to drop in seasonal. I've been playing it only mildly, so not a huge surprise. Okay. Largely just killing things to get them out of the way. Got my little frost puppy here that I got from one of the seasons. It's kind of neat that they made your little pets pick up money for you now.
So this is Tristram. The fallen star is somewhere inside.
Some of these places are a little more random than others. Since I don't speedrun this game heavily, like you know, I don't speedrunning is a major, just kind of semi-new hobby for me. I haven't put a whole lot of time and effort into. Unlike they actually did this at last year's RPG Limit Break, but they did the console version so they could do a more traditional type of speedrun. I don't really need to kill them. And so they've done a little bit more time checking the RNG of the randomized dungeons so that they have a better idea of where to search for particular exits and stuff. I know some of them just from Classic, especially the maps that are not randomized much, but again, I haven't actually studied any of the enough in detail to know the general ones for the ones that get a little bit random. Like this map is always the same, of course, so is Cathedral Garden. TRISTRAM. Blacksmith. It's been a little bit since I ran through the story, but I've done it enough times. I have on Force Armor to increase my critical hit chance and to give me a whole lot of resistance so that I can survive, and I have Magic Weapon to increase my damage. Magic Weapon increases it by a flat 10, or I believe I have the rune that gives me 20%. I can't remember which exactly, but that's the one I think is most useful in this particular setup. Into the Weeping Hollow we go.
I hear something stirring in the distance.
This is one of those maps that's pretty much always set, so... artifact. I'll go back and get it. Two-handed sword, probably not anything good, but... I always, generally always take the abilities that will save you from death, because you never know when something like that can just happen to you.
I'm just warming up.
So as you can see, I'm mostly blowing things to pieces, but I'm not totally invincible. Torment 10 is relatively difficult. Not as difficult as some of the higher level things. Oh, crap.
I grow.
Yeah, I actually got killed. Whoops. I returned to the last checkpoint instead of reviving. That was a mistake. Oh well.
How does that feel?
I can see probably my Paragon levels tells the story of this. I play it mildly, but not super... I play it enough, but I'm not super obsessed since I have 454 Paragon levels. There are a few things that you could do to speedrun. If you're hardcore speedrunning, the best class overall is the Demon Hunter, because they have the best combination of killing things swiftly as well as fast movement with their vault ability. Wizards can learn Teleport, but Teleport isn't as good as it was in the previous Diablos because it has a cooldown. There's one specific artifact you can get to increase the usual tombs are here. One specific artifact you can get to change it to a runic power cost, but even so, because runic power doesn't recharge super duper fast, you'd need some real setups in order to use Teleport as a getaway spell. And especially with this setup, I really can't afford
I am so good. I astound myself.
That was a worthy foe. Glorious.
I need my 4 elements, and I really like the protection and extra damage of these abilities. I'd probably, if I was to scrap anything for Teleport, it would be my magic weapon. But then, you know, I'd still have to worry about the 15-second cooldown, so I just don't think it is worth it. It's easiest just to blow things up when they're in your way and keep running. Since you can adjust Paragon levels, which is one of the neater things about this game, I might switch over to quick movement. Dedicate a lot more into faster movement if I was really trying to do just as fast as possible. Easiest if I remove this guy from combat rather than just trying to run away from him.
The wrong crypt. The crown isn't here.
Then we shall carry on.
Okay, one down. Guessing right on these things it's a pure guess, totally random which of the tombs it appears in and which ones are active, because there are like 6 locations you can find tombs and 3 are active every time. So getting really lucky can save a few minutes if you're interested in getting actual times. I'm not even timing myself, I'm just trying to get it done in the under hour, which you'll see from this act on, since I haven't done it before. You'll actually see me get the achievements when if and when I do it. This one we won't know, because I won't know my actual time until I see the recording of how much time it took recording the thing when I quit. But I should, I made it I think pretty easily under an hour before, since I'm not worrying about loot or anything. There we go.
This looks like a crypt crystal, Chancellor. The crown must be here.
I wonder how many levels I'll gain doing this.
Many years. Noble act.
Sometimes I've noticed slight flaws in 1.3 billion gold. I don't need any gold either. Sometimes I know some slight flaws in registering, which abilities I've activated.
No, I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
He was taking damage the whole time. Splat.
I am returning to town.
Oh. Whew! I almost teleported before grabbing it. That would have been a little bit bad. I could have gone straight back though since it was town portal, but still. Bit of time lost there, but I got it.
It's good. There. I need
I have the skeleton.
I picked up some white boots accidentally. I'll get rid of them while I'm waiting for that to open. Identify this. Legendary two-hander, basic stuff. Since I don't need to pick up items, I'll just keep it because I can use it in my casual running later. Woo! Die. Some of the new features they had in the last patch make the game pretty interesting, like how destroying objects doesn't give you a tiny experience boost anymore. Instead, it gives you a bit of a speed boost, so if your abilities happen to get a bunch of those, it's pretty nice. Let's see, the 3 gems I have are the Painbringer. This is not the way to go, I don't believe. Yeah, this is a dead end. I should be more aware of that. That down there is a dead end as well. These guys I let get in my way because of that. Boom. Down is a section that's a dead end as well, so this is really the only place that I can go, so I need to go this way. Potential to find something here. Oh, there we go. Very nice that it gives you flags, so you can tell if you're close.
I'm just warming up.
This place always starts close to the same. Oh, here's the other Templar. This is always amusing when you're playing through the story after collecting, either by doing the adventure mode to collect your guys, or by doing it earlier. This area is always the same as well.
cultists drag me past this glowing pit. Walk down this way. There are my weapons. He's free. Do not let him be off. I am caught.
I suppose.
Now's where things get slightly random, but for the most part it's always this direction, or nope, it's up this time. Luckily the one place is small, so it's pretty easy to this passage here. Okay. Oh, that was a way I didn't even notice. I should have looked closer. Wooden door. Don't really need any of that. I have over 1,000 death heads, so I don't even need those. Oh, goodness, just leave me alone.
The Coven is my brotherhood now. The powers we serve will soon rule this world.
Let's see, should be the door through here again. This is where it starts to become a little random.
Your defenses are nothing.
Very long straight hallway. Ooh, artifact ring, always fun. This looks about right. It should be on the top left wall of somewhere, so
What mischief is this?
I don't really care what mischief it is. I'm out of here. This might be a dead end here. I think it is. Yep. Good thing I can use resource gain to speed my way along. So probably this way. I say it's against this northern left area wall is where you're looking for, but this would be another dead end area. Darn it. So I've got some curving around still to do.
Your grave awaits.
One of the fascinating things about Diablo 3 is how, since equipment is all random and a lot of the high level, you know, with the way they've changed the game now, it's all about reaching level 70 and then collecting the sets and artifacts, you know, legendary weapons and armor that you like that match up to your play style and what you want to do. And there's so many different things you can do, whether it's set bonuses or specific artifacts. And but since it's all largely random, you know, you have a good chance of playing the high levels of getting all the sets for your particular class, but sometimes you'll get certain artifacts and sometimes you won't. So that's just all a matter of randomness, and sometimes things that you didn't think would be all that great will end up becoming better. There. One of the things that I found that turned out to be really useful was this artifact bracer I've got that causes your energy twister to suck everything in. There are a few different arcane abilities I've found, but this one tends to be one of the best. There aren't a whole lot of good fire and forget ones, because none of them work particularly well with draining abilities, because you have to switch. You
will never defeat me.
You have to switch between abilities so much you don't get the time to really channel your beams. This is the one set where it's not best to do like, you know, just channel Arcane Torrent, Disintegrate, or Ray of Frost. There's a puzzle ring, not a particularly good one. Yeah. See, Ranzor's Folly, Energy Twister pulls in lesser enemies within 30 yards, bringing them all in for my meteor. It's really effective. I've got that because it's ancient and that damage adds up. This just happens to be my most powerful weapon, the Insigniam. It doesn't work particularly well with my setup, but just because of how strong it is. The weapon I've got right now, the weapon bonus, actually increases my damage for all the whirlwinds I have in play as well. That's what the scimitar symbol in my buffs is, so that makes that a particularly strong ability to spend my precious arcane resources on. And 87 billion hit points melts pretty quickly. Splat.
Finally, the crater. It was. I should bring you back to.
Like most PC games, I'm playing this with mouse and keyboard. I've actually got it set up, I have a slight gaming mouse, and I actually have it set up so that all 6 of my abilities work on my mouse. So I use Q to heal, space to basically just fast scroll through text, but everything else, shift to hold myself in place so I can auto fire, but otherwise I just operate everything with the mouse. Okay, I need to find the Khazra-Den, and that's all. I don't really care about any of these guys. They're not threatening or anything. If I find bosses, those are threatening. Khazra-Den, Khazra-Den. It could be... Oh, I do not want to encounter him, actually. That purple is for the Key Master. He's actually a pretty strong boss. Ridiculously strong for this area. Even though things are level-based, certain axe bosses are stronger than others. Yep, the keyboard. Unfortunately, on the tab map, he shines there. I use tab, of course, to check my mini-map. Yeah, fine. Do it for the innocents. When you're doing bounties, if you're long enough in an area and you're just heading for a dungeon, it'll sometimes point it out for you automatically. I can't remember if it does it in casual play or not. I don't believe so, though, because I usually spend a lot of time. Oh, here it is.
The piece of the sword I'm looking for must be in this cave.
What a very passive area. There we go. I think not.
We must hurry with the ritual. Magda will be here soon. It is time.
Reflect damage is one of the most useless abilities. You really don't take that much damage compared to how much you're dishing out. It's kind of interesting how the 4 stacks of damage for the thing work. Each time you do a different ability, it adds a couple seconds, but basically you can keep it up by alternating between 2 abilities. The only reason to switch between multiple when you're doing that is to get more meteors down. That's the main reason. One of the what I'm hoping for when the season ends and I get my seasonal abilities added to the main one, I'm actually hoping that there's a new source that I picked up, which causes when you do your channeling abilities of either Ray of Frost or Disintegrate or Arcane Torrent, if you use those abilities and hold them every second, it will randomly cast one of your other power costing abilities, arcane power costing abilities that you have loaded. So like if I had that instead of Energy Twister, it would randomly cast either my Meteor or my blizzard. And so what I'm actually hoping is that if I get that and combine it with this set, it'll actually count towards
You're coming.
spending my spells on casting multiple times to fulfilling the condition required for the bonus damage in this set. I haven't been able to test that yet because I haven't been able to find the
What of your... What the town say of Alaric and this temple is not encouraging.
the full set of
You must know.
whatchamacallit now? Tolrasha. I haven't found the Tolrasha set all the way in my seasonal journey, but if I can do that here, she's going to be even more powerful because I'll be able to just sit and channel and activate all my abilities automatically. Combined with a couple of other things I've got set up, I can channel almost indefinitely, and it doesn't cost any energy when those abilities automatically channel from that source, so yeah, it works really well. There's pretty much always a set place for these two locations. There are a couple of random things that you can do in these woods, but I don't care about them. I think I've got something going that increases my, is that a goblin? I almost want to kill a goblin. I have to kill the goblin. You always have to kill treasure goblins. I think so anyway. Splat. Okay, gather up all that treasure. I don't care about the rest of the treasure. It would ruin my speedrun, but I'm almost hoping to get another entrance to Greed's Domain. I think I've had 2 portals open for that in my career history. That's a fun thing. It would be worth showing it, because it's fairly rare. I'm sure other people have. The Diablo III is popular enough. There's probably lots of things out there for it. I know there's at least a few, but... Okay, there's the one.
Tell me about this inn you want to open. The world is so dangerous. Everybody.
Get out of my way. Oh crap, there's a bad thing here.
I grow weak.
Thanks for the heals, pal. Who on earth is dropping ice on me? These guys, huh? Okay. Trying to run from those kind of guys can be dangerous if I get slowed down at all. Put in a position where I can get caught. As you saw, freezing's one of the more dangerous points.
Your defenses are nothing.
This is the fun one because it's got like 100,000 guys in it and a couple of bosses. Oh wow. But I don't actually need to do anything.
I am returning to town.
Oh, blessed.
How does that feel? I need to go back.
Ta-da! Hooray for shortcuts. I clicked on it, come on. Takes so much time.
Look at this architecture. This predates the Sin War. I'll stop these things.
None may enter the inner sanctum. Rise, my brothers.
To change this fight was... I am returning to town.
Okay.
I need to take the ferry to Wortham.
They're destroying the town. Get out while you can. To those who defy the power. Please.
Don't run!
Come on now.
Fools! You cannot keep resisting. These cultists come willingly to their death. I hear something coming.
Shielding's one of the most annoying.
What a monstrous creature.
I see
You
the...
come. You saved them?
Damn, it's not... What? I should have known. I must get back to Kane's house.
Yeah, poor Kane. R.I.P.
Oh no, I don't like him. I am
Oops,
returning to
that's still the way back in the drowned temple. I didn't use that. That's right. It's kind of interesting playing a game like, especially, you know, and I've been playing for many years, of course, but considering what I've been focused on it recently, it's interesting playing a game like Diablo III that's constantly evolving and changing, Dota 2 the same way, World of Warcraft. Their creators are adding stuff and patching stuff and fixing stuff all the time, and so it's almost impossible to play it the way it was, versus, you know, games like Final Fantasy III, which you have to play in all its original glory, you know, unless you get some of the special ones that are semi-updated, but even so, you know, they definitely have a, I guess you could say, a little bit of a dated aspect to them. This is one of the more confusing and annoying areas of the game, with a lot of different randomness and places things could be.
Just warming up.
Cursed chests. I love doing cursed chests, but they take too much time. Part of my completion aspect, as I've talked about before, I'm a guy who likes completionism and to do everything, and getting little mini event quests like that are things I have a lot of fun doing. But speedrunning, you want to try to avoid all that. Of course, not picking up loot is actually really easy for me because I have so much gear and stuff that nothing besides even the best legendaries can help me. I have several hundred
I am so good.
Forgotten Souls which you get from breaking down artifacts, which still is plenty, honestly, for what I actually want or need, but I like grabbing them anyway because of the fact that they're a little more rare and precious. Ah, dead end. Splat. Stupid webs. This would be an area to have teleport. Just to get out of webbing quickly. Oh, walls. I'm dealing with people who are wallers. Maybe I should be trying to run away. Arcane.
I wish I could do that.
And Jailer. I need to kill these things.
I wish I could do that. I'm healed.
My word. Really horrible spider lair here. At least I gave those wallers the slip somehow. This is just connecting back into there. I need to go this other direction.
I am unstoppable.
Dead end again, so I guess it is up there. Sheesh. Or arcane enchanted. You have got to be kidding me. Plagued. Plagued isn't that big of a bother. Is this really the way right here? Is this one elaborate, more elaborate dead end?
I'm just warming up.
Those guys I can't lose. Another goblin. I'm not going to give this time. I've wasted too much time here. Ha! Finally found it. Once you hit the stairs, you know where you're going, and voila, it tells me so. I'm not going to skip that dialogue because I don't want them to attack me. I'm about to anyway, though. She's an annoying boss since she ducks in a couple of times and forces you to fight ads instead. She's really hard to quick kill too because she leaves very early, only after 25% life. She only does it twice though, I believe.
Forget that one. I am yours.
To dissolve these things. Please hurry. I can't hang here like this a moment. Thank you.
Yes, please, hurry. Halo of Elise, a normal one. Yeah, that's it. Oh, crap.
I see.
These lands once belonged to the crown.
Fire chains can be deadly if you let them surround you, especially if they have like teleport or vortex. So they can pull you into their collection. Somewhere in the middle of the map will be the Causer staff, and then I have to head to the northeastern portion of it, I mean, where the Causer barricade is. So let's see how lucky I get here.
Our opponents may be strong, but I will not stand down.
You dare attack me?
Aha, there's Causer's staff. Holy cow, I actually gained a Paragon level. Wonder how many I have to do. And right here back. Yeah, I do. I have Chrome's buff belt. I was wondering about that. It makes me fast as long as I don't take damage, so if I'm able to avoid damage, I actually get my speed boosts. Ooh, nasty little collection of attacks all at once. I prefer the Rain of Meteors, because it does a nice area spread damage and I can cast them as many times as I want. The most powerful meteor has a 15-second cooldown, which is longer than the 8-second cooldown of my semi-meteors. Of my ability meteors from my Talrasha set. So that's pretty rather inefficient. And of course all your other meteors are another element, or they have no bonus whatsoever, so the smaller meteors are the best overall for me. Road actually will take you close to there while minimizing the amount of fighting you do. Haha. See ya, suckers.
The haunted manor. Of course they'd be drawn here.
She's unstoppable. No mortal could slaughter our brethren. She is here.
I believe it is time to kill more cultists. Delay her while I prepare her demise. You can't hide from me, Magda.
Okay, here we are, home stretch. And I wonder if I'm actually on pace for an hour. I think before, when I was really trying to speedrun it since I wanted to do the achievement, I was doing it on normal, which meant that I walked around and things died, essentially. But Torment 10 is a little bit deadlier, a little bit more difficult, as you've seen. So I'm not going quite as fast as I could be. I might have to upgrade my speedrunning tactics for the next acts if I want to get under an hour with them. But hopefully I'm on a decent enough pace.
Bring her to me that I may rend the flesh from her bones.
Splat. Jeez, and bosses. It's annoying. This is another one of those places that's very similar to the Cathedral. It's got a few patterns. It's actually almost got the exact same kinds of patterns in its builds. Like that little area there is always a dead end. There are a couple of things you can rely on, but... Oh, that was a waste. But there are a couple of unique things in this section. Oh, that's a wonderful start. So straight up through here is where it has to be. Get the timing right. You can run straight through there. And voila, here's level 2. Luckily there are only 3 levels to the Halls of Agony, although one of them you have to go outside first. That's just a room area. Ah, hooray for the buff belt. Buff belt is actually one of those things that's really good for speedrunning. Since it gives you the speed as long as you're not taking damage, so if I can... Oh! Now is it going to be easy to get to is the question, because sometimes you have to go way around. Yeah, this actually is it right here. Awesome, I just have to go around through them. Wait a minute. No, because this is always a dead end, so yeah. That's what I thought. Oh, crap. That's what I did not need to do.
How does that feel?
That was a nice trap of a place. Okay, yeah, I want to go this way, I think. Yeah, I have 3 levels to do, but don't want to really take the time to do them. So I've been leveling other people.
Did they not think I know how I will make an example?
I'm not sure if I met this guy yet for the achievement, actually. I've run this several times, but sometimes not enough, you know, vehemently to get all the achievements.
Master, help me. The crazed weapon maker wants my head. Fool! What makes... Could we find more like that? No, then.
Oh yeah, the cursed hold.
Thank the gods.
And a goblin. I don't have time for the goblin. He's just an ordinary goblin.
I must heal. I wish I could do that.
Freedom. At long last. Freedom.
Okay, there's half of them. Doesn't look like any of the others are here.
I don't like the look of that.
Neither do I. All I want is to find some dead spirits. Oh jeez, who's frozen? Health link I like. It actually allows you to take down groups fairly easily. Don't wanna... Where are the rest of them? I haven't encountered any here.
Your defenses are nothing.
Possibly should have waited until the guy revealed himself, but... Oh jeez, they're all here. This could have been potential for a really, really fast thing if I'd just gone a little bit further over.
Gods.
but I was a bit hasty and made an assumption that they would be split relatively easily. I also thought I was at the wall.
Thank you, champion. My servants are now.
You dare attack me?
That's the most fun of playing a wizard with these kinds of explosive AoE spells, when a huge horde comes after you and just blow them all up. Okay, last level. Time for the moment of truth. Dead end there, easy decision. For those guys so they don't transform and come after me later with a lot more HP. You're in the way. There are some other boots that allow you to phase through enemies. They'd be another good item for speedrunning. That would actually be a fun thing to map out too, although you wouldn't need them with like vaults, but to map out which artifact combinations enable you to speedrun at the fastest level possible. You of course would have to work on balancing doing damage versus just being able to run away from things, but is this going to be the simplest one ever? Probably not. This looks like a dead end. Ooh, there's a boss chasing me. I don't want them. Unholy Thralls. Oh geez, blue Unholy Thralls. Yeah, I don't want that. But this should be it. Home free. Yeah! Okay, butcher time. I've changed. That was really funny. That's never happened before. This gets really tough at this level at higher things because of how those flames start to go everywhere.
Need more arcane power.
Crap. But he's not too hard. Splat. Wow, I didn't crowd control him at all, huh?
Fight with darkness. To contend with evil is the essence of what it means to be a team.
There is so much more in this universe. Take yours.
You have restored my life. We must move quickly.
Okay, there we go. Okay, there's Act 1 in the books. Next time I'll be doing Act 2. Thanks for watching, everybody. And next time before I start, I'll go ahead and give another preview of my character and her skills in a little bit more detail. so that we can see that. But I hope you enjoy this and look forward to next time.